What up, guys? It's Mike.
It's Dan.
It's a couple that went honeymooning in China.
People do this a lot.
I don't understand it. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. I don't get it.
Man, I'm with you on this. I'm with you. Look, I kind of have to criticize these people a little bit. I do, I'm sure like somebody will be like ripping me or whatever. But here's what happened: 24-year-old newlyweds from Belgium decided to go on a honeymoon in China with a $4,000 yuan budget, which is very little. Anyways, it's not a lot of money, but they want to do a lot with it. They want to make it stretch, so they're gonna hitchhike, do whatever. It's like a backpacking through China trip. Yeah, and they don't speak Chinese.
They don't speak any Chinese, and right away they run out of money.
It said they made it from Beijing to Sichuan.
Oh, that's pretty far.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wait. That's far.
That's pretty far,
right? It says they made it. They traveled through Beijing, then Suzhou, which is down south. Yeah. Then across to central
because
Sichuan.
Train tickets are cheap.
Oh, right. Because this is they buy trains, whatever. They made it to Chongqing, which is the capital of Sichuan, with about 1,100 renminbi to go. Right. So they did make it stretch, but of course you're gonna run out of money.
So they ran out of money, and they're basically like they're hitchhiking at this point.
They have a sign. I guess somebody helped them write the sign, and it's basically like, help us get to. We don't have any money. Help us get to
Zhangjiajie,
somewhere for a train, I guess.
Yeah, and then they're like, and then on the bottom it says we don't have any money.
Yeah, so people basically turn them into the police. No, they weren't like these are criminals.
The police might help them.
The police might help them, right? Yeah. So they brought them to the police station, and the police is like wrote them a better sign,
and they fed them. They haven't had a decent meal in like a long time.
Basically, yeah, they're like, man, these kids are idiots or whatever. They're gonna feed them, thank goodness, you know. And then they made them a better sign and set them back out. Right. Okay. Well, the problem I have with this is I feel like nowadays a lot of people they become romanticized with the idea of backpacking. Mm-hmm. And look, backpacking is fun with proper planning. Okay, I don't care what country you go to. There's so many things that can happen to you in a foreign country that I feel like people these two could have easily gotten kidnapped, and foreigners get kidnapped in foreign countries when they do stuff like this. I feel like.
Yeah, right. I agree with you in that aspect. Okay, also. Honeymoon, let me just talk about the honeymoon thing for a second here. Honeymoons are different. People want to do different things. I get it. You want to go, be a hermit somewhere and travel across the country. That's what you want to do. That's fine. Right. But I feel like, I'm hoping this is both their ideas of a good honeymoon. Yeah. Because I would really be upset learning if like the girl didn't want to do this and the guy was like, or the opposite way. Right. Well, one of them's like, I really want to do this. So the other one just kind of went along.
Oh, I hope that's not the case.
And then because here's a couple things that could happen. One, you put them in unnecessary risk. Right. Two, they're not having fun. They're suffering.
Because it's a honeymoon. You're not supposed to suffer on your honeymoon.
Your marriage is not going to last very long if you're going through a lot of hardships when one person's like, I didn't want to do this. Yeah. You dragged me all the way to China.
I feel like this was both their ideas. I just feel that way.
I do too.
But if that was the case, the story would have been, man, one of them is really mad at the other one, and that's a short marriage right there. But yeah, I agree with you. Like I don't know. I definitely feel like this is both their ideas, and for me, this is more like I don't have as much problem with choosing where you go on your honeymoon as long as both of them agree. Right. This is what you guys want to do, and I just feel like they thought they bid. What's the phrase? They bit off more than they can chew. Yeah, because we just did a story months ago where a couple literally was walking across China.
Right, but they spoke Chinese.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no, they met in China. I think they're from Ohio, and I think they work or they know Chinese very well. They know Chinese, yeah. Okay, they know how to get around. They know the pitfalls, and then this is something they want to do and journey it. I'm down with that. But don't just think you can go to a foreign country where you don't speak the language at all. And I know what I feel like I know what they're thinking, like, oh, let's backpack across China. It's not hard. The food's great. We could just, bum around. Like, no, you can't. I'm sorry. No, you can't. And this is what's going to happen. And something much worse could have happened. Something much
well,
more
I'm glad it sort of ended well, where like the police is helping them. Well, we don't know where they are yet.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what happened after they left the police station. But foreigners in China are the most easy to be taken advantage of.
Absolutely.
I'm not just saying that.
I mean,
it's true.
Yeah.
When I was in China, there was literally out in the open. There's like Chinese price, foreigner price.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm not joking with you guys. That's on like national monuments. Like when you go to attraction, that's like on the sign.
Yeah.
So it's really easy to get taken advantage of, especially if you don't know the language. I mean, look, if a lot of people, they go to countries where they don't speak the language, they try to, a lot of U.S. Citizens, they backpack across Europe, or they backpack across other countries. They don't know the culture very well. They don't know the language very well. That's fine. Okay, you do it. But like you said, I feel like, be more prepared.
Exactly.
Understand that 4,000 yuan in China doesn't really buy you that much.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would at least, like, if I'm going to do it, I would at least have, like, backups.
Yeah.
Like, look, I have an emergency number I can call so someone can wire me some money, or I could do this or that. But, like, nowadays people are either more adventurous, where they're like, we just don't have it, we still want to do it, which is fine. It's an adventure, but some cases it could go very astray. So, but in this case, I'm hoping everything ended up okay after they left the police station. So the police wrote them a couple of better notes, and hopefully they got to where they need to go.
I mean, I hope they had a good experience, but it's just like I'm baffled by, and I'm sure they're not going to be the last couple that think they could just jump into a phone.
No. People do it, and some of them have a blast, some don't, but that's part of the adventure, I guess.
Exactly.
And if you guys stick together, after that journey, then nothing else can really tear you apart, because hey, we can't separate. We ate bugs together while we're camping in China's wilderness. So, all right, there you go, guys. Let us know your thoughts on that story. Thank you so much for watching. See you
later.